what I wanna do, then I'ma get a business too.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that.
Hey guys, what is poppin'? It's your girl Tamana, aka whatever you want to be in the day, and I am back with another monthly reset. I feel like these are becoming more and more frequently, but to be fair, my October one was late, so that could probably explain why it feels like November's reset has become so quick. But obviously, if you guys are a returning subscriber, then thank you for tuning back in for another video, and if you're new here, welcome you join the very small community that I have here. So we're going to be reflecting on October and setting new goals for the new month. I can't lie, it's been a really good month, and November's already started off with a bang, because I am recording this on the 8th of November, so the first week has already been executed and I have already had a very good start to November. So I'm excited to reflect on October and share with you guys where I'm at in life and where I am looking to head. So just to address the elephant in the room, I am got a new wig which I am absolutely loving. I've had this wig before. It is from Shein and I just love the quality of it, and I layered it so that I can have like these curls effects. I've been listening to the girls on TikTok in terms of beauty, and I've kind of like upgraded my makeup as well. So I've been in beauty school the last couple days, but you guys are not here for that. We can have a separate conversation over on my social media, so definitely follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because I post on there daily, whereas only on YouTube I post weekly. So let's just dive straight into my monthly reset. So you guys will see that I will be looking at another screen. That is just because I'll be looking at my Notion just to make sure I cover everything. So we're just literally gonna jump straight in and review last month's goals and see what we did achieve. So as you guys are aware, this is the vision board for last month, and we have the quote, be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before. And I feel like that quote did help me a lot, because as I said in the September reflect, I do overthink decision making a lot, and I feel like it's because I've never been the person I'm trying to be before. But like October was a lot about taking risks and not having it all figured out, and I feel like it's worked in my favor. So I'm going to continue that mindset into November and see how it goes. But it definitely helped me, and it helped me to have patience with myself on this journey. So looking at the goals, we can see that I didn't complete my blog, and we're going to discuss that in the monthly reflection part. I did post not 3 but 4 long form videos this month, in the month of October, sorry. I did hit 200, I didn't hit 200 subscribers, which is fine. That's just my journey. I did, however, hit 100 followers on Instagram, which I've been trying to hit for a very long time. I am going to be slightly honest though, I did hit the goal on the 1st of November. So technically it is a November goal that's been hit, but it was one day and I'm doing the reflection a week later. So I've just ticked it off for the sake of this video. I did create my meal plan, Notion template, set up, whatever. Have I started using it? No. So that's something we will discuss in the reflection part. I did take myself on a date. It was really nice. I did like a maintenance vlog date, which it will be coming to my channel very soon. It was so nice just to go out, spend some time shopping, food, treats, coffee, everything. It was just lovely. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see that vlog. And then improve my sleep. I am so glad that my sleep's improved, and I'm going to show you guys a little secret that I do have in place, or that I do when I have sleeping disorders. So yeah, that is how the month of October went. So out of 2, 4, 6 out of 7 goals, we hit 5, so that's over 50%. And the 200, like, one's not really in my control, because I'm being consistent on YouTube. I am posting every week, and this month I did really well because I did hit 4 videos this month. And obviously completing the blog, that's definitely all on me. There's no one else to take accountability for that. There's actually no excuse, but I'm going to discuss that more in the reflection part. So let's just dive into the reflection part. So starting off with the month of October, this is kind of what I've written just as a reflective dump. So October has been really good, and I'm glad for how it has gone. I feel much more positive. If you remember in the October reflection, I was like very worried about my environment because it was quite negative, but I've literally turned that around this month, and it's been like very positive this month. I achieved more than September, and overall just had a positive vibe feeling. So there we go again. I've been able to enjoy my life whilst being consistent with content creation, YouTube and work. If you notice, I didn't mention anything about my blog page because I haven't been consistent with that. However, with everything regarding myself directly, I've been consistent with it. Following the new schedule that I created, it has really helped me, and I'm excited to see what November brings, especially because it's my birthday month around the corner. So if you guys didn't know, my birthday is on November the 5th, which you would have known by the time of this recording. It has passed, so this is why I look how I look, and I'm all glammed up. But I am excited because I've turned 28 this year. I'm in chapter 28, and it's been exciting, and I'm quite excited to see what chapter 28 has to bring. And I will I was gonna mention something, but I'm not gonna do it in this monthly reset because it is for November, so I'm gonna do it in the December reflect. But definitely subscribe to the channel because I have something very like touching to, or I might just do a separate video because I want to do like a get ready with me, which I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but I want to do like a full get ready with me and do like chit chats, or I wanted to think about doing like some kind of like chit chat video where like it's just like us having a conversation. However, I do know I have a very mixed audience, so I have both male and female subscribers, so I feel like the get ready with me would not be fair on my male audience. However, I want it to be like something that's like casual and we're just sitting down having a conversation. And yeah, so if you guys have any ideas in terms of like how I can do that, I was thinking maybe in the car because I do love cars, and maybe just having like a chit chat whilst I drive, obviously in a safety manner, of course. Obviously I would barely be looking at the camera, but it would be an honest conversation, like we're on FaceTime or something. Or I was thinking something maybe in my room, maybe casual, like maybe not me sitting at my desk, I don't know. So let me know in the comments if you have anything. Anyway, that was just like a quick rant, so, and I would appreciate you guys' feedback anyways. So yeah, moving on to the highlights. The highlights for the month have been really good, like as you guys can tell. So I did post 4 long form videos this month, which I'm very proud, because before I was thinking this is not possible, but it very much is, and I've just been consistent. I've just stayed on track, so I'm very proud that I've managed to do that. My TikTok page is getting better recognition. So what I've noticed is my vulnerable content, so me sharing like my past failures, like lessons and just general self-growth teachings on TikTok, do really well. Like one of my posts is currently at 11k and it's actually doing really well, but I was very surprised because I just posted it just to be vulnerable and it's paid off. So I feel like I'm gonna start pushing out more content like that, as well as about my job, because I feel like my job is it's got a lot of people that's intrigued as well and why people follow me, so that's very important as well. I feel like I finally got the target audience that, or I'm in the category that TikTok needs me to be in, or that I want TikTok to realize that I'm in, to push it to the right people. So I'm kind of glad with that. I also got like 2 collabs, and I don't know if it's able to call that 2 collabs because I didn't get paid for anything. They were gifted. I did take them gifted because I've never had anything like this before. I do have like so it's TikTok affiliate basically, and they reached out, they connected with me, and it was products that I actually do already use. So they're like stuff I've already bought in the past, so I just thought, why not? So yeah, I have those 2. I want to call them collabs because I think that's what it is, the collaboration, because even when I speak to them on email, it does say collab, but it's just not paid collab. Yeah, I think it is a collab. I'm very new to this kind of stuff, so I don't actually know. So yeah, I got my first 2, and I did complete my Notion meal planning template, which we are going to go through in this video today, just to kind of show you guys the back system and how everything is working. I've also been very consistent with my habits, which I've been very glad with. I've been more consistent in October, but not at the level I wanted to be. It's not at 100%. I'll say it's about 50-60%, but we're gonna look at my habit report anyway, so that will let us know where I'm at. I've also got better sleep, so I just made a video about this as well. So if any of you suffer from insomnia or like sleeping difficulties, I used to have this a lot. I think it's for like us overthinkers. I feel like we just always have like issues falling asleep because our brains are just doing 100 miles per hour. But if that is you and you have like sleeping issues, you need to try out this it's called a Sleepy Girl mocktail on Instagram, but I've given this to my boyfriend and my brother, and it's worked with them as well. And it's just basically a drink that you make with this cherry aid concentration, but I think in the States they call it cherry juice or something like that. I'm gonna put it on the screen. And then you add in magnesium glycinate, and that's obviously to help you rest your mind and basically help you to get better sleep. I don't take this every single day. I take it like when I need to, but what I noticed is when I first started taking it, because I was having really bad insomnia experiences where I was just up to stupid o'clock, and obviously I've got work in the morning, so I wasn't getting like my optimum sleep, so I was just up to dumb hours. And then I started taking this, and I started naturally, like, it's like my body just kind of started naturally going back to its regular state, and I was falling asleep at like 11:30, and I was getting up for 6. It was just like 7, and it was just natural. Like I didn't feel tired or anything. And I took it for about, I think maybe about 2 weeks, and then I noticed I didn't need the drink anymore, and then I was sleeping by myself, and then I didn't need it for months. I'd say maybe about 4 or 5 months I didn't need to take it consistently like that. I was taking it on the odd occasion, like maybe once every 2 weeks or so, but then I stopped taking it completely. And then after that I realized, like when I spoke to you guys, I think it was in the September reset, I was like, I've noticed my sleeping pattern is not as good as it used to be, so I went back to it and started creating the drink again. I will link the video down below of of my TikTok of creating the drink if you guys are interested. However, I am based in the UK. The US do it slightly different, but this is how you basically do it. And I'm telling you, it will knock you out. It will make you sleep and you'll wake up so refreshed. Like, it actually works. Like, TikTok recommend a lot of things, and some things is just a piece of like just garbage, but this actually works. So I'm just letting you know it works in it. So for any of my sleeping difficulty people, definitely look into that. Yep, increase my sleep. I've also had better energy as well, because again, I've worked with another company which sell B12 drops, and I already was buying the drops, and they work. I'm going to show you guys a new segment to the monthly reset, which is my sleeping tracker. And I noticed that I was getting good sleep, but I was still kind of waking up tired or slash having poor recovery. The B12 has kind of helped to reduce that, but we will dive into it when we go into my sleeping tracker or whatever. And then quality time with my loved ones. I feel like I was able to spend a lot of time with friends and family. Like, people just want to be around and speak to people on the phone. And yeah, I feel like October's just been like a really good month overall. So what didn't go to plan? Whew. Even though we can have a great month, there's always something to improve, right? So starting off with the gym, I have not gone to gym. I can't lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna sit and cap. I haven't gone to the gym. I'm basically paying for membership for nothing at this point, and I've come to the realization that that's got to fucking change. Sorry to swear, but it's got to change. Like, I can't be doing this. What am I just giving the gym money for and I'm not attending? So the thing is, I have a scheduling that works in terms of the gym. It's just I'm just choosing not to go to the gym. Like, I don't have the discipline to go to the gym, and I need to like break that and go to the gym, and then it can start just becoming normal. It's just the discipline. I don't have it for the gym, and it's like pissing me off. But maybe as well, it's that when I was going to the gym in the past, it's because I was working towards something. Like, I wanted to gain weight because I was skinny or whatever, and a part of me still wants to gain weight, but I'm actually quite happy with my weight at the same time. I feel like that's another reason why I haven't been determined to go to the gym. So I was talking about this with my dad and having a conversation about it, and I've decided that I'm going to look into Pilates classes or like yoga. I feel like I might just sign up to one of those kind of clubs, which I will have to like book a class and go. So that will give me like the incentive to get up and go. Like, with gym, there's like no appointment, there's no anything. I just choose when to go. So I feel like if I can like book something that's like a class where I have to be there for like 7 a.m, I will go, because it's booked, you know what I mean? And you've paid for that class, so it's like, how dare you miss it? But it's like the membership's for the month, so I can choose when to go, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the way I want to go about it, but that's one thing I didn't go to plan. I also didn't complete my blog page, and I have become very inconsistent on posting on all my platforms for my blog page. I feel like I got a little bit demotivated with it, and I feel like because like my personal pages were doing so well, which are in the same category, I was kind of upset that my blog page wasn't, and I think I just lacked the motivation to continue to post. And I feel like I shouldn't have allowed that to happen, because it's consistency and everything. Like, me not being consistent for like the last couple days could have impacted me getting that one viral post or meeting my target audience. And I was doing so well, started off on a high note. It's just like, as time's gone along and I've seen it not reap the rewards that I was hoping to in the time period that I wanted it to, it's caused me to become demotivated. But that's going to change, because I'm going to stick with this. Like I said, I want to do the blog page, I want to do everything. So the first thing is working on the consistency and then focusing on the blog. I also mentioned that my journaling has improved, but it's not on a daily basis. So I really would like to get it on a daily basis. And I'm not gonna lie, November hasn't been off to a great start, but as long as I can get more journal entries in the last month, I feel like that would be great. I had 0 for October, no, 0 for August, 11 for September, 16 for October. So as long as I can get more than 16 entries for November, I would be happy with that, because it will just show that I am improving in my journal entries. If I can get them done every single day, then absolutely. But the main thing is to get more journal entries each month until I'm hitting it daily. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's like a great incentive, because it's like, you need to beat last month or there'll be repercussions. Do you know what I mean? And I do these kind of things with my boyfriend where I get penalized for not hitting certain marks. And then the same with reading. So my reading is currently 50-50. There's nights where I just like I stick with it and I read, and there's other nights where I haven't. Again, November hasn't been the best start because I was in preparation for my birthday, and my boyfriend had a surprise for me, and I've been away, just got back. So all of these things have kind of like thrown off my daily habits of like for this week. But we are going to get back into reading and getting that done more. So those are the only 2 daily habits that need to be improved. What did I learn this month? So I feel like I had a few lessons this month, but I feel like these 2 were like the biggest ones. So the first one is I learned to control my emotions and not get carried away with how other people act or how other people deal with these situations. So there was a day when I was going to work, and it was a long day. I went all the way to Bexhill-on-Sea, and I live in North London. So if you think about it, that's like 2.5 hours one way. So you gotta think about that's a 5-hour drive in one day. And I don't do this kind of drives daily. So it was just a long day. It wasn't hot, but like the sun was out, and it's just one of those days where I was just got back and I was really tired. So I was like 20 minutes away from my house and I was tired. Like, not tired as in like sleep at the wheel tired as in I was over like traffic, I was over like people, I was over just driving. I just wanted to be in the comfort of my home. And I remember I was in the third lane. Obviously I've got cruise control on because I tried to save fuel when I'm driving to work. I've got cruise control on and there's this guy in the third lane, but bear in mind there's no one in the middle and in the middle lane, by the way, where he is anyway, because I was overtaking a Tesla. So I'm approaching his car on cruise control, so I'm overtaking the Tesla and then he's in front of me. So obviously as you get closer, usually people move over, but he didn't want to move. So I was kind of like getting, like, I got like quite emotional, like just get out of the way kind of thing. Yeah, so I just got very frustrated and then I ended up just going back into the middle and going behind the Tesla, because obviously the Tesla's caught up at this point. Going behind the Tesla and I've looked at the guy when I've passed him. I was just like why kind of thing, like just being a knob. And then like he started like hands and swearing and stuff and I got like proper wounded up. But I just drove off. Like I didn't react there and then, but like in my car, my heart was racing. I was just like, who does he think he is? Like there's nobody in your lane, like there's no one to the left of you, like you're not overtaking anybody, like why are you there? So I basically allowed myself to let that situation get emotionally overwhelming for me, and I just like was pissed off for the rest of the day. Like it ruined the rest of my day. I got back inside, I was just pissed off and my whole day just went left. And I feel like it's me learning to control my emotions in them kind of situations. I can't control him as a person or how he wants to drive in the UK, but what I can do is control how I react to his driving, and I feel like I allowed my emotions to get the better of me in that situation. So what I assessed it as the next day, when after, well, even not even long after, when I got home and I was pissed off, I assessed it and I was just like, you need to not let these people like let you get emotional. It's not like, it's not, I don't say it's not that deep, but I get it, I had a long day, but it's not that deep for you to allow someone to ruin, someone who doesn't even know you, who's probably going on with their hunky-dory life, to ruin your day. So I was like, yeah, like that can't happen. So you need to kind of just be aware and just try not to let those things happen. Again, I am only human, so I do get emotional over things, but at the same time, it's like you need to learn to work on that kind of thing. So yeah, that was one of them. The next big lesson that I learned in the month of October was that the smallest things can actually change someone's mood or somebody's day. So I, again, was going to site, I was driving, and I remember I was having a great day that morning. Started off well, got my morning routine done, was out the door on time, everything was just going scheduled. I just felt energized. It was one of those days I had a really good optimum sleep and my energy was just rising. I think obviously the B12 and stuff was all kicking in, and it was just making sense kind of thing. And then I remember like driving down this road, and I saw this old lady and she was standing on like an island. Obviously I'm in a massive queue of people and all of these cars are passing her, but bearing in mind like we're in traffic, so like you're not going far, like you're going in traffic basically. It had movement, but it was like you're not going that far, so you could really stop for the old lady. So obviously I've come up the island, I was thinking like, I've seen like 7 cars just pass her, but she's got like bags, like she's got, like she looks like she's done a big shot. And I just looked at her like, what? I just thought like if that was my gran or my granddad or anyone personal to, even my mom or someone that like you would want to give way to. So I just stopped kind of like, oh yeah, like go kind of thing. And before she crossed over and she got to the other side, and like before I drove off, she was literally like, she did like the prayer hands and she was like, thank you, like God bless. And I could see she was like really, really grateful. So I was thinking like, how long was she standing there? Because I only saw like 7 cars pass her. So I was thinking how many other cars passed before what I saw, before I gave way. But she was like so grateful because she was carrying all of these bags. So the reason why I mentioned that this was like a lesson, the smallest thing can wreck someone's day. Like me stopping for her, I didn't have to, but me stopping for her and giving her way so she can cross and go about her business with her heavy bags made her day. Just simple things like holding the door or letting someone go in front of you or all of these kind of things can actually change someone's day. Do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes humanity does get lost because we're all in our own worlds and we all got our own problems and we're all so busy, but we're humans at the end of the day. Like it's not that deep for you to like hold a door for someone or for you to just, you know, let someone cross the road. It's like not that deep, do you know what I mean? Those were the 2 lessons that I learned. Sorry about the story time. I wanted to give a very, very clear like understanding for like the lessons that I learned this month. And then going on to the last bit, what drained my energy this month. So I don't feel like anything really drained my energy this month. I feel like my energy's been really optimum in the month of October. But I would say one thing that drained is like the content creation. So again, I mentioned in the previous month that I've been making my content as I go. So I've been posting, like I've been making them on the day and posting them on the day, and it does get draining because in my head I'm just like, oh, this should have been ready. Do you know what I mean? And like there's so many 101 other things that I could be doing, but I'm here editing you because because I didn't give myself the time on the weekend. So either way, I feel like that's what's drained my energy this month. I really need to get back consistently planning and prepping my content, and it needs to be on Saturdays. Saturday's the only time I have to kind of like plan and prep. So it's like you need to use your Saturdays productively and get that content creation done. Sometimes I do fall behind because I'm video editing for YouTube and stuff like that, but that's like no excuse. I have time blocks for things, so I now need to insert, well, I do have a content creation block in my Saturdays, but I feel like the last couple of weeks I've had like appointments, and I've had like my videos to edit, and I've just seen friends and stuff and dates, and I've just like kind of neglected those 3 hours. But no, not now, moving forward, because now I can see like it's draining me. Like that is definitely what drained my energy for the month of October. So moving on, we're now going to focus on the new month intentions. So obviously based on the reflection, I'm going to set up what intentions I want to kind of have for the month of November. So mainly the things that didn't go well will be like my new intentions and focuses for the month moving forward, and anything else that I would like to add. That's just me explaining it to anybody that's new here and this is the first time you're coming across my monthly reset. So what can I improve next month? Well, when in November, so in the month of November. So go to the gym. I haven't given myself like a number, or maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to be more specific and say, yep, you need to go to the gym 3 times a week, because maybe me having it so generalized is the problem. But the reason why I did put go to the gym is because I just want to break this mental barrier of me choosing not to go to the gym. So yeah, I have gym fitnesses, I've got videos, I know what to do in the gym to what I want to work on, like in terms of my physique, but it's like you need to break the mental barrier and get up and go to the gym. That is the problem. So that's why I just put go to the gym. You need to get out of this mind of yours and get in the gym. So that's why I've put go to the gym. Get consistent again with Coach Lounge. Again, I'm very disappointed for how I've fallen off with that, especially because I've noticed my followers have gone down, and it's like you work so hard to get up and now they've gone down. So I need to really get consistent with that and improve my journaling and reading more. So what are my intentions for the next month? Continue these high positive vibrations, like this energy that I got today, energy that I've had starting November. I need to keep these high vibrations and keep whatever I implement in October, I need to pull it into the month of November to keep my vibrations high, very, very high, because I'm digging this energy. Like I'm digging it. Enjoy my birthday. I've got a birthday vlog coming out, so definitely subscribe if you guys want to see what I got up to for my birthday. And then focus on gym, as well as focus on potentially finding a new yoga / Pilates class in the area where it may cause me to cancel my gym membership and go there full time. As long as I'm getting the movement in and moving my body, that's all I'm focusing on, because what I've noticed is my body's become stiff, you could say, in certain areas, and I've noticed that like my body aches in places that shouldn't be aching at the age of 27. And the other day I had a mild experience of sciatica, and a lot of people do say it's from posture. And I do drive a lot for work. I drive long hours. I also sit at my desk a lot because I'm editing YouTube videos. I edit for clients, I edit for myself, I do graphic design and all these kind of things. So I sit at a desk a lot, and then I also sit at my desk a lot for work. Like I work in a corporate job where I sit at my desk 9 to 5 or whatever. And even though my work does promote movement a lot, like my colleagues as well, like a lot of them do stuff, go to the gym, movement, whatever. So there's no excuse why I shouldn't be implementing that. But again, it's my posture. I'm going to invest in a new chair, because I've got like a very basic chair that I sit at my desk, ones that support your back, especially when you're sitting at your desk long term. I want to get like a footrest and all these kind of things. I'm even thinking about investing in a standing desk. The only reason why I didn't want to invest in it is because I kind of only just bought this desk and this desk is about maybe a year and a half old. About a year and a half old. It's coming up to 2 years in early January. It'll be like 2 years. So this baby's not old. She's still in good nick. She still works. She still does her job. She's not leaning or crouching or anything. So I don't want to waste money and get rid of her. But part of me is just like, I think a standing desk would work really, really well for me, especially because of my posture. So that's another reason why finding the gym or a yoga or Pilates class is so important. So the next section is, what goals do I have for myself in the month of November? 1 is to enjoy my birthday. That is a goal, because sometimes birthdays go left, people don't enjoy them, whatever. So 1 is to enjoy my birthday. 2 is to get to 150 followers on Instagram. I already hit the 100 goal, as you guys know, so the goal is to get 150. So if you guys are not already following me over there, definitely go follow me over on my Instagram and my TikTok. I also want to try and get 4.5k followers on TikTok. Like again, like I said, I've been getting the traction, so I'm just hoping I can push the followers. Another goal is to start back to the gym, or either way, one of them needs to be ticked. Either I start back to the gym, or I find a class, a yoga class / Pilates class / club that I can go to. Get consistent again with Quotes Lounge. Create 1 digital product and post 3 long form videos for the month of November. So I feel like those are pretty good goals, and those are like all the areas that I'm kind of focusing on in my life right now. And yeah, because the end of 2024 is coming to an end, I don't really want to do too much, but yeah, That's kind of what we're focusing on. And then what will I do to achieve my goals and how will I turn up as my higher self? They're both very, very similar. And key thing for me is just focusing on my why. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Like, what is the reason why you have this goal, why you have this ambition, why you want to get where you want to get? And my vision board, I feel like my vision boards play a very, very big role. Like, again, I mentioned I've got one on my wall, my iPad, my laptop, my MacBook, my phone, everything has got my vision board on it. So it's just like whatever I'm working towards never leaves my sight. But you know what I am going to add into there as well, into how I'm going to try for my higher self, my mindset. I feel like mindset is very, very key, and I speak about it a lot in my self-growth videos, and I feel like I've shifted my mindset on a big level. But one thing I will admit to you guys, which I think is going to sound silly, but I feel like I am scared to be successful. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like I'm too comfortable with what I already know. And I saw a TikTok video today and I feel like he hit the nail on the head, and it was basically saying that I'm not scared of failing, I'm scared of succeeding because I am used to this zone that I'm in and it's familiar, and I'm scared to see what like my potential can be. And I feel like I've kind of noticed that a lot with myself, especially when I've started certain adventures like my graphic design business or my video editing business. Like, there's been so many opportunities that's crossed my path, but I've hesitated because I'm scared of maybe getting there and I can't handle what comes. So I feel like that's another thing that I need to do to help turn up for my higher self. I need to shift that limited belief or that fear of being successful, if that makes sense. So I feel like all of those things are going to help me become my higher self. So just to give the month off like an over review, I gave the month a 4, which I feel like reflects back to the 16 entries that I entered. I've got a lot of 4s on there. I got the odd 5 and the odd 3. So overall I feel like 4 sits nicely, and these were like the main topics: finance, relationships, my job / work, mindset and emotion. And at the time when I wrote this, I was in a happy state, so which says a lot, because obviously it shows that the energy that is in me and around me at this time is very, very good. That is the monthly intention done. The next thing we are going to look at is my habit tracker. Looking at my habit tracker, we are going to see my overall success is 38%, which I feel like it hasn't budged really, but it's because I'm probably at that 50% mark. So again, we've got waking up at 7 a.m. at 57.9%. We've got the morning routine at 74.8%, and then we've got drinking water at 4.4%. We've got the night routine at 77.4%, and then we've got journaling at 33.3%, and reading the chapter at 43.4%, which gives you the total success for everything at a 38.8%, which is not really good because I've only got this month, which is the month of November, and December to get that up as much as possible. So I'm really gonna have to hone down on this month and December to really bring that total success rate up. And then if we look at the days, again, I don't think it's changed much, but looking at the days, I feel like the best days for me are Wednesday, which we previously discussed, and I think it's currently Tuesday, not far behind. So we've got Wednesday with 55.2% of the average success, and then we've got Tuesday following closely second with 52.6%. So as you can see, there's obviously something that I'm doing on Tuesday and Monday that is working. However, it's still not even in the optimum. I'm still like in the 50% mark, which means it's like this, and we don't want that. We kind of want it to definitely lean one side. I feel like the big drawdown is the water, because it's very inconsistent, like with regards to how much in terms of drinking the 2 liters a day. It's actually quite bad. So I don't know, I need to like something to help me drink more water. Don't ask me if there's water in this cup, because I'm gonna tell you that is not. It is ice with a lemonade. So yeah, as you can see, like with the habits, it hasn't dramatically improved, but I know where my weaknesses are. Like I can see the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday is atrocious. The water is just atrocious, and I'm just not gonna lie, like it's just, I'm not gonna say I'm cap here with you guys, but that's atrocious. That is kind of where my habits stand for the month of October. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a new segment into this monthly reflection, and that is my sleeping tracker. I only created this quite recently, and I tried to make it as cute as possible, but it is what it is. So one thing that's always been a big thing for me is my sleep. Like I feel like I used to neglect there was a time when I neglected sleep a lot, where I would just give myself 3-4 hours sleep and just make it work. However, it came to a point where I crashed and burned, and I got seriously ill because I wasn't giving my body the time to recover that I need. I've watched the most podcasts, most stuff on YouTube, the most successful stories, and all of them prioritize sleep and recovery. It is very, very important you get your sleep. There are some people that say like no sleep and all that, but I personally can't function that way. I need a good sleep to function well and to be my optimum self. So sleep is a big thing for me. Like, it's huge. It's like, especially in the last year and a half, it's become a very huge thing. I don't get my good, like if I don't get my 8 hours, I know they say the average is 7, but apparently that's not true. Apparently women need a little bit more. I think the average is 7 hours for men. If I can find the proof, I will put it up on the screen. But I remember listening to an episode, I think it was one of Stephen Bartlett's ones, where he had one of these professionals come in and they were talking about sleep and stuff, and she said that women need a little bit more, and I think we need like 9 hours, but don't quote me on that. But I know with myself, 8 hours is good. Like if I get out 8 hours sleep, if I've got my 8 hours, I'm gonna have a very, very good productive day. My energy is gonna be good. So looking at my success rate, you can see on average my sleep is about 7.5, which is not bad, which means I'm not far off from getting like my optimum sleep. And my average recovery rate is 58, which 60%, which is not, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's like in the middle. And I'm gonna quickly show you guys the month of October and basically explain to you how this works. This is my sleep tracker, and I'm just gonna show you guys like the top bit just so you guys can get an idea. So every single day this template duplicates. So where it says daily sleep, that duplicates every single day, and then I will log in how much hours I slept, and then it will calculate if I've overslept, underslept, or got the right amount of sleep. I also put in how I felt when I woke up, so if I felt tired, if I felt energized, if I felt normal, like nothing, like, do you get it? I'll put any of those, and then I also give my sleep a rating. Sometimes you can get an optimum sleep but still have like it was a shit sleep. Maybe you was waking up in the middle of the night, maybe you woke up with hot flashes. Like, you just kind of reflect on how well your sleep was. And then at the bottom is my recovery rate. So these little percentages in the green are my recovery rate. So you guys can see, looking at the page, there's a lot of ambers on here, which makes me think that what that report is saying at the top is kind of right. Like, I'm not far off my average sleep, but my recovery is not the best. And you can see it here. Like, there's like, look, I got 9% on the 7th. Like, I know I must have went out on Sunday to have such a shit recovery. And that's the thing, is when it talks about recovery, it's talking about how your body's recovered from the day before, or from whatever it is you've done the day before. So for me, like, again, this is really, really good for anyone that is like fitness. Can help you to give you recovery rate to like see how much your body has actually recovered from whatever it is that you've been doing. And that could be from food or drinking or exercise or anything. It's just like how your body's recovered. So when I see very low scores of recovery, like, look, again, 8% on the 13th, that must have been I went out. So I've got a poor recovery because I probably woke up with a hangover or the alcohol or whatever. So I've got shit recovery. But you got, like, what I've noticed as well, which I will also do here, is looking at my daily success. Tuesday, for some reason, it's so weird. Tuesday is like my highest recovery rate of an average of 85%. Always on a Tuesday, I'm in the green. Like, I swear, I'm always in like the 90s and 91%, the 80s. Like, I'm always in a good recovery. So whatever I'm doing on Tuesday is obviously working well because I'm recovering. Like, my body's recovering. I feel good. I feel energized. I feel at my optimum self. Do you get it? And even on Tuesday, you can see like my average sleep I'm getting is about 7.3%. And so it's like, those are the best days. But saying that, if you look at Thursday, for some reason Thursday is quite bad in terms of like my average score being at 6.7 and my recovery rate being in the middle. But because it's so poor, I can see here my average sleep on the weekends is about 9 hours, which makes me think my body's playing catch up because of the shortage of sleep that I may have gotten early in the week. I remember watching an episode of Diary of a CEO. Someone said if you miss a couple hours of sleep, it takes about 2 weeks to catch up. So bear that in mind when you guys want to neglect your sleep. Yeah, so that's kind of what my sleep tracker is going to be about, and I'm going to show you guys moving forward. But again, like, I feel like overall, like, I'm doing well, but that is like my sleep tracker done. If you are interested in my sleep tracker and you want something like this for yourself, let me know and I'll make it into a template and you guys can have this for yourself. If you guys are trying to be a nation babe, like, oh, before I go and move on to the next bit, if you guys are wondering how I actually track my sleep, because you're probably thinking like, Swana, how do you know all of these things? I have a Whoop, and yes, I pay a monthly subscription for this. I think it's well worth the money. I'll leave my link in the description. It will give me a free month and give you a 3 month as well if you decide to go for it. They do give you a free trial and then you'll get a free month, I believe. So if you are considering Whoop and I'm the person that's going to help you to sign up, definitely use the link so we can both get a free month. Okay. So I can't show you because I'm using my phone to record, but it literally shows you your strain, your sleep performance, how many hours you slept. It logs all your activities, so even when I'm doing like laundry or dishes, it picks up that I'm doing these things and it automatically logs it. It will count my step, it will measure my heart rate, my stress levels, my calories. It's very, very in-depth, and I feel like I just love the interface. I love the colors. I've always liked like a dark theme stuff, so I just prefer that. And I've literally just got my boyfriend onto it as well. He testing it out. I think this is his second month. Another reason why I chose this over like the Apple Watch and all the other ones is because I'm not a ring person, so I'm not gonna get any of those ring stuff. Like, that's just not for me. I'm just not a ring person. But I like this because there's no screen, so there's no distraction. Like, I know with the Apple Watch you can get like text messages and stuff. I don't want that, because if I am working out or if I am focusing on things, I don't want to see notifications popping up on my screen, so I get distracted. Enough about Woo, because like this is not an advertisement, like this is not sponsored or anything. This is just like me being honest about something that's already on my wrist. So we are going to be reviewing what I'm currently watching, and guys, this is like my favorite part because I get to gossip about things that I'm watching. So we're going to start off with the book. Power of Now, I still haven't finished that. The Good Vibes, I am slowly getting through that, and I'm at 15 and 16% with these two as well. Like I said, these two are audibles, the Please Yourself and The Courage to Be Disliked, so I mainly listen to them when I'm in the car, but sometimes I get caught with my podcast, so it's just like going through the two. But definitely need to start listening to those a little bit more. So there's not really much to report in terms of the books. They haven't really changed. I've been reading them and listening to them, but they haven't changed in terms of like I haven't completed any, I think. So, but my favorite part, which is what I'm currently watching. So as you guys would have known from my last one, I was watching Law and Order Special Victims and Law and Order Organized Crime. I have finished Law and Order Organized Crime. All 4 of the seasons done. And what I will say, that film is fucking, if you want to go watch it. Like, if you love drama and like police stuff, NYPD, go and watch it. It is like, David is fucking hilarious. Like, he's the main character, but I can't lie, like 5 out of 5, 5 star, like 100%. I don't want to spoil it, but go and watch it. That's all I have to say. But saying that, we have some updates. So Chicago PD I haven't started. I've only watched the 1 episode, so I haven't really gotten anywhere with that. But Law and Order Special Victims, I'm on the final season. I think I've got like 2 episodes left and it's gonna be done, and I'm so upset because like I feel like I've been watching like my girl Olivia grow so much through the season. From season 1 to season 26 is crazy. Like, that's crazy work. And I've seen her like age. I've seen her go from like a young cop to like a captain. Oh, listen, again, that's like a lot of law, going to court, and but this one's more sex crimes, molesting and like kids, so special victims, that's what they're called. Anyone that's kind of like gone through any of those things, they go through that unit. Whereas like organized crime, there's more like gang units and like proper organized crime, like drug lords and like selling weaponry and all these kind of things. So it's a bit different, but it's kind of got the same baseline, because obviously they're directed by Dick Wolf. Like I said, Dick Wolf is legendary. I still got Law and Order, so the normal Law and Order to watch, and there's Law and Order in Toronto, and you damn well know Toronto is one of the places that I want to move to in the world. Oh, that's on the short list, so I will be watching that. Obviously it's not going to give me a real reality of what Toronto is like, but it's like one of the cities that I've been wanting to go to, so it's like, what the fuck not? So yeah, but as you guys can see, I have also added 2 new shows. One of them I'm watching with my boyfriend, so I'm not allowed to watch it without him. We're watching it together, which is Gangs of London. I know you'll probably say we're late. We literally just finished season 1 and we've just started season 2, so but we only watch it when we're together, so that is only on the weekends. But it's juicy. Like, I can't lie, like so much was just going on. Like, let me just say this, yeah, you see Ed, that bald-headed little bastard there, I want to slap his head. I want to slap his, because who does he think he is? Like, oh, I just want to slap his head. But I won't lie, I like Sean, but he's got anger problems. He needs to go see a psychiatrist or something, because I don't know where, like who do you think you are? Oh, the family name and all these things, and you go and burn down a whole fucking building in London. That's terrorism, my guy. You can't just blow up a building and think no one's gonna come find you. No, but I wasn't predicting the ending there, so I was quite like, yo, this is what's going on. Like, it's actually mad. So I've only started season 2, but I fell asleep like halfway between the first episode, and my boyfriend had to pause it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know. But right now I'm actually very happy with how it's gone. Do you know what? One thing I will say, his mom, I forgot her name. I like her. Like, she's on what I'm on. If that was my kids, I'm protecting my kids at all costs. You know what I mean? Like, someone can die. I would die for my kids. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have kids, but like I feel like I would be like mom to die for her kids. She reminds me of that. Like, she don't play games. Like, I feel like sometimes she should be leading the crew. Her son's just got very emotional impulses and it's not great for business. Whereas like she's a bit more level-headed at times. Do you know what I mean? So Gangs of London, I'm very happy with that. I feel like at the moment I'll give it a solid 4, but I want to see 5 if it can get dragged to a 5. Do you know what I mean? The next series that I started is on Netflix, which is The Diplomat. I've already watched season 1, so I didn't really put season 1 on here. This this is season 2, and I had to go back to season 1 because the season 1 was so long ago. I actually forgot what happened. So I watched the last episode, and now I'm kind of like up to date. But I watched 2 episodes of season 2, and already I know why I fell in love with her, because she's just my girl. Like she's just she's glued up. If you guys haven't clocked, I love like conspiracy, like not politics in the such, but stuff where it's like, I feel like I like conspiracy stuff, like stuff like what the fuck's going on with a bit of crime and a little bit of problem solving, investigating. She's clued up, like she's clued up, and I like it. And because it's like Americans and Brits together, so you get that little like that British side of it as well, which I'm genuinely enjoying. But what I will say is the Prime Minister's pissing me off, and I'm not talking about the real Prime Minister. So before YouTube you try and start shit, I'm talking about the Prime Minister in the Diplomat season. I don't like him. I feel like he is trouble, and he's one of them people, I think it's his ego, like he needs to take a seat. I don't like him. Let's just slap his bald head at this point. Slap his bald head. Slap his bald head. Like, I don't like him. So yeah, that is where I'm at with like what I'm currently watching and stuff. So yeah, if you guys tune into any of these, or if you guys have watched any of these, let me know in the comments what you lot think, because I'm intrigued. I'm like, I want to chat with people who are watching these things too, because some of these stuff my boyfriend doesn't watch. Like, he doesn't watch Law and Order, he doesn't watch Diplomat. It's like, okay, cool. Even there's another one that's on Netflix that's come back as well, Lincoln Lawyer. Haven't started that yet. I had to do it. I did an ip-dip-do between Diplomat and Lincoln's Lawyer, and Diplomat won. So Lincoln's Lawyer is next. So if you see me in December talking about Lincoln's Lawyer, that is why. So yeah, if you guys would prefer I do like a whole separate video on this, because I can talk about this for time, like for recommended shows, then I will do that, because I'm a box series kind of girl. Like, I prefer box series over like movies, and I've watched so much. Like, there's so many great series out there. Like, moving on to the last segment of the video is my plans for the month. November, I haven't really got much planned. So as you guys know, I'm recording this on the 8th. So obviously I got my Sunday, which resets, which I need to log in. I didn't do my reset because I was so busy prepping for my birthday. But I did go to my birthday, surprise my boyfriend, and I've got my birthday dinner tomorrow. And then I've got my boyfriend's birthday trip at the end of the month. But apart from that, I don't really have anything else going on in July. I only went to the coffee shop once last month, so I really want to try and go twice this month. And I'm going to choose 2 weekends, but I need to get back to getting into my coffee thing, because I've been neglecting them recently. I've only been going like once a month when I'm supposed to be going twice. But yeah, apart from that, I'm just gonna quickly go back to my goal setting and just show you guys, this is what November's looking like, and this is the vision board that I've created for the month of November. So obviously, as you guys know, the yoga's in there because that's what I'm looking at. I've put food in there, which I didn't put on here, but it's just basically to start using my meal planner that I've created. But it wasn't like a major goal, because I like, oh my god, I didn't show you guys the meal planner. Okay, as I was saying before we come to an end, this is just to like review the vision board. So back to the vision board, like you guys can see, all of these are linked to the goals that we have previously mentioned, and I have inserted my goals. And looking over my milestones, there's not really much major ones, but I have added my 100 followers, because obviously I hit it on the 1st of November. Yeah, that's kind of about it. Like, there's not really much else going on in terms of that. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed you spending time with me, engaging with me on my monthly reflection and my goals for the month of November. And remember what we discussed earlier, if you guys have any content ideas on how I should do my little chit chats with you guys, please let me know in the comments. I really want to do this. But apart from that, if you guys haven't already, subscribe, leave your feedback in the comments. As always, all feedback is appreciated. And if you guys are willing, follow me on my social media, and I will catch you lot in my next one. So love you, bye.